Okay. Good to go.
Is Jamie here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm currently hiding under my donor to
Ah.
try muffle the noise.
You're hiding under what?
I'm not under there. Why are you asking if I'm under there?
Well, I mean, none of you had your cameras on, so I need to check.
Oh.
Me, Duck, and Sig are all hiding under a donor.
Mm-hmm.
What is a Duna?
Probably the Australian word for duvet.
Quilt or blanket? So. It's a quilt or blanket.
No, it's a blanket. It's the big push blanket.
It's a big blanket.
It's the duvet.
Just say duvet.
No.
Otherwise, we're all just going to make fun of you.
Okay.
Too late for that.
You're an American trying to correct an Australian on English, on British English. There's something fucking wrong with this situation.
That would have worked better if it was a complete sentence.
Well, yeah, I had to fucking think about it for a solid second. Like, okay, I differentiate American.
You don't English. Well, fuck. All right.
All right.
Let's kill Bryce. All
right. So.
I'm ready.
I think we should delay a bit longer.
Where last we left, you guys had... Oh, I can already feel my voice getting even rougher. Gee. This is going to last long. Okay. Where last we left, you guys were... in a painting that you found through a door that you opened by moving a orb from one pedestal to the other. Inside of this painting, you found that there was a beautiful, large woman trapped that seemed to be some sort of maybe draconic ancestry or something like that, with a very fluffy tail and very fluffy sort of furry hair, I guess you could say, wearing an interesting dress, coming off as angelic to a number of the party. You basically decided that you wanted to help her and try and find the way out. Not Bryce, though, because he's shaking his head, but every other person in the party did, so come to terms with that.
No.
Either way, you basically were wandering around for a while before you decided to call Bryce in, and he was given a false sense of that there was something dealing with time magic in here.
Which then turned out to not be false.
Which turned out to not be false, though Gregory did lie.
It wasn't actually
not to his knowing, was actually correct.
Yeah, no. He lied to get Bryce in there, but it turned out not to be a lie. So, for all Bryce knows, Gregor is just a time wizard in disguise as a paladin, because obviously he knows his shit.
But either way, you found that there was in fact some very strange magic going on. Namely, magic that was chronomancy on the creatures stuck inside, as well as a large sort of dial that seems to be able to move. Protected by a force cage, this dial seems to radiate strong chronomancy magic.
Bye-bye, darling.
Upon figuring this out, you all endeavored to try and find the best way to defeat this thing and free the angel creature, the angelic woman. you decided to have Kia call Thurnos. Thurnos responded, and eventually then portaled in, to which Bryce said, enough of this, and tried to call his Chronomancer friends. In which Thurnos took the item that they gave him to call the Chronomancer friends, and said, not so fast. Where then he used Time Stop, Bryce did, to find that Thurnos could move freely within Time Stop. And Bryce decided to hit Thurnos in the head with his staff. So, go ahead and roll an attack for that.
Okay. Bryce's second ever melee attack in history.
And we won't know this happens until suddenly there's like a stick against Thurnos' face.
And I really hope they will have a time stop battle where they just blink in and out of everywhere, and we like, what the fuck is happening? I'm having a seizure.
Okay, I am using it two-handed overhead swing.
Completely misses.
Actually, yeah, it just completely misses.
That means the time stop doesn't break because it didn't interact with another creature. He's just swinging it like in the air.
I believe it's when you target.
Is it?
Yes. The time stop does break immediately after you try to affect another creature.
Try to affect.
Yes.
Some very weird wording.
Yeah, that's where I got caught up with it too.
You attempt to. But either way.
So the time stop ends as I am swinging downwards and shouting, "Give that back!"
And then you see as Thurnos is right next to the dial, where you are no longer. Because you ran towards him and intended to swing at him.
It says affects, though.
You use... The spell ends if one of the actions you use during this period or any effects that you create during this period affects the creature.
Yeah.
But it does affect him.
How?
Because he's attacking him.
Well, but it didn't because it didn't... Because...
So only successful things is what you're saying will do, because then time stop becomes even better.
Well, if you have a gun, and it only stops if you actually hit someone with the gun, you could technically just fire until you hit something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why time stop is so great. I mean, you're the DM. I'm just saying the wording of it.
I mean,
doesn't say
what?
try.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll go with that then.
I wasn't arguing it either way, but
I know. So you see, as Thurnos is now there, time's still stopped, and he says, "I really don't want the Chronomancers coming around, snooping around my business. Please,
that is mine. Give it back." And I'm running
if you
towards him
promise
to swing at him
not
again.
to call, and go ahead and swing at him again.
You just get worse.
He dodges and goes. He actually manages to go around the other side as you attack him, and says, "If you just don't call the Chronomancers, I'll give it back."
Just give it back.
Stop the time stop.
I hold out my hand, giving him my best old man glare.
Stop. Time stop.
Give it back and I will.
Technically, he just needs to target your hand and like point it, and it would trigger that stop, right?
No, because he's not in the time stop. He's
Oh.
traversing time right now. How What are you using for the time stop?
I'm using my watch, so I'm down to about. Have we used 2 rounds now or 3?
3.
Right, so I've got 3 rounds left on it.
So he's just gonna wait. Say, stop the time stop. It has to run out sometime, buddy. Another round goes by. You're gonna try to intimidate?
Demigod.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh.
Old man glare.
Mm.
If I rolled, it would be like plus 200 or something like that. So it doesn't even
That's
fucking
because
matter.
you've made Thurnos bloody.
A demigod? Yeah, he's a demigod.
Bryce is just staring at him with his
He's
hand
just gonna
out.
beat them. 2 rounds go by. It's 1 round left.
I'll let it run out then.
3 rounds go by. You all watch as you see Thurnos and Bryce appear in a different place, with Bryce with his hand outstretched, and Thurnos holding the bauble like sort of head height.
And anyhow, I was
Just sort of
Give
throws it towards him.
Back.
Yeah, he just sort of throws it towards him. If he calls immediately, I'm gone, he says.
Sounds good.
Well,
I hit the button.
that doesn't. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you hit the button. As soon as you hit the button, there are 2 portals that open up beside you, and you watch as 2 people come in to view. One of them seems to be a elderly elf, and I mean like elderly for even an elf. You can obviously see that there are a lot more wrinkles than an elf should have, though still not nearly as many as an old human man would. Not nearly as many as Bryce does. And his hair is sort of more wispy and more like a platinum blonde than anything else. And you also see a dwarf with actually the very, very, very opposite of the elf. Very young looking, very spry, looks to be in his prime. And they just sort of walk out, step beside Bryce, and you watch as Thurnos goes, shit, and then he is in ashes. As you see, one of the dwarf has actually put out his hand, and Thurnos goes up in ashes, and is now a pile of ashes on the ground.
What the shit?
Yes, thank you very much. I didn't expect you to do that quite so quickly. I'm quite glad that you did, but wow.
Did you just kill him just right like that?
The dwarf goes over to the force cage and with a touch dispels it. You almost watch as a sort of odd green energy comes from his fingertips and just sort of pokes the force cage, which then dematerializes. You can see as it almost like there's like an odd green sheen on it, and then it disappears. And he says,
you know this one. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And he says, damn simulacrums, always getting in our way.
You mean that wasn't Oh.
There are millions of him. And he basically just goes over and starts intensely looking at the timepiece. The elven man goes over to you and says to Bryce, "We've been looking for this place. Thank you for telling us about this."
Yes, you're very welcome. There's a well, well, I mean,
Can someone who's not a wizard explain to me what the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck was that, and who the fuck are you? And what the fuck happened to him?
These are the chronomancers. Now be quiet, bro.
Oh, the assholes. Oh.
The elven man just sort of glares at you as you say, "Assholes."
He's a very stupid dwarf. I mean, I have all of the respect in the world for most of the dwarven kind, but he truly must have been dropped too many times as a child or something.
Guys, these are the ones who have like 2 sticks up their ass. One isn't enough, so they have another one up there.
These are the people who trained me, and who rightly declared that person that she keeps calling. Why do you keep calling him?
That explains the stick up your ass too.
Yeah.
By the way.
You shut up.
Okay.
That he only has one.
The elven man looks at Kia.
He gets elder.
The elven man looks at Kia and says, "If you would hand over this device that you have, I can contact this criminal."
I
That would
don't
be
think
wise.
I'd pick up for you, but you can always give it a shot. Can I
Thank
quickly slide Thernos a text just beforehand? Well, not even slyly do it. I'll just do it straight in front of them.
Sure. Yeah, you go and you text him. What do you text him?
She's
I was going
warning
to
him.
text him, don't pick up.
You don't know how
And
that works, Casey.
She's doing something with it. I thought
I'm
you were
just changing the
supposed to be my
settings so that
friend.
song... I'm just changing the settings so the song doesn't come on.
As soon as he touches it, you see a wicked fucking shock come out of it. Almost like this guy gets hit by a light bulb. Like a light bolt, not light bulb.
He gets hit by a light bulb.
He gets hit by a lightning bolt.
I had this great idea.
Yeah. And the thing dematerializes in front of him.
Whoops.
Oh, you melted my toy. Thanks for that.
It seems like he melts everything he touches.
At least it'll
Yeah,
keep
let's
you
just
away
back
from
away.
that troublemaker.
Okay, Bryce.
I'm your friend. I'm only trying to do what's good for you.
Just... No.
I don't want to do what's good for him, though. Pointing at
The dwarven man who has been intensely staring at this thing says, I understand now. And he touches it and twists the top. And you watch as his hand moves incredibly fast as he does that. And he twists it so much that it pops out of the ground.
All right.
Grabs it like a staff.
What are you doing? Yes, because we...
It was put here by some kind of red-masked wizards of some kind who...
The Grey Portrait. They make these things, these prisons for their enemies. Sometimes they are contracted, but they are very powerful and they can use chronomancy.
Right.
I've never heard of that shit. Sounds crazy.
These two know much more than you do, alright?
Well, I knew that it was like bad to imprison someone for being born.
To be fair, Bryce, everyone knows more than someone else in some aspect of it or another.
Oh, that's smart. I like that. Oh, it shut him up. Oh my god, I love you.
Eric's just standing there confused, like, what'd I do?
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna
You
get
do
the
good,
necklace
buddy.
when we get
You
out
did
of here.
Bryce is giving Eric the old man glare now.
Oh,
Like, nice.
Eric, you fucked up.
Right. So,
Although, to be fair, I'm not scared. Seems to be smiling in your face. Kids scare halflings.
Second.
only big glowing eyes scare them. He will turn to the guy who's kind of holding the thing. So, I mean, we kind of made a promise to, or not promise, we said that we would try to get her out of here because, I mean, again, seemed wrong to be in prison for just being born. So I guess after you remove that thing, we can just walk out of that painting.
Yes, it's no longer a time prison.
Well, I mean, but is it still a prison? What's
It's
the
still a
difference?
prison, yes.
Well,
It's
shit.
This is a demi-plane. You can very easily walk out with any sort of plane shift or gate or whatever.
Well, I have a mace.
Just jump, he says as he walks away back to the elven man. And then he looks up towards Bryce because Bryce is taller than him. And he says, "All right, Bryce, it's enough playing with the kiddies. You're coming with us. Give them this stone."
Give them the...
Hang on.
You heard me. Give them this stone.
Hang on. You can't
Do you-
just
do you
go
really
come
want
here
to-
and take
do you really want
Bryce.
to trust them with that?
The elven man says, "It's in your best interest. There are things happening that are imperceptible. We will explain away from here.
I have to pick up Talk, though.
Talk is with us. Don't worry."
Brilliant.
They got on my ship while I wasn't there.
Okay,
I lean over to Bryce.
he kind
Bryce,
of looks
are these
around at the
really-
group.
Huh?
Bryce kind of looks around at the group, scratching his head for a minute, and then we were walking up and saying,
Are these actually the chronomancers?
"Well, of course they are. Who else would they be? I
Well,
called
I
them
mean-
and they came."
I'm no wizard, but can't you change your appearance?
Yes, and I can also see when other people change their appearance.
Oh, okay.
Now,
But Bryce, I mean, we still have lots of things to do. I mean, we came here for a purpose.
well, I mean, yes, but sometimes there are things that are more important than other things.
I just heard them tell you, and you didn't know what that was, so you wouldn't
And
know
that-
it was
and now
more,
I
it was
do.
more important.
And now I do. Anyway, you're really getting on my nerves lately, and you keep dealing with that Thurnos, and it's enough's
mean,
enough.
Seems like a good guy. He's been nothing but good to
He's
us.
a criminal.
I mean, technically, we're all been criminals at some point, right? We've done stupid stuff.
Bryce reaches into a pouch, and he takes out the stone, and he takes out a receipt that he has in the pocket, and he wraps the stone in the receipt and ties it, and then
Oh,
he goes to hand the receipt to Kia.
I thought it was like a receipt for the time stone. Like, I bought this 50% off, but you need the receipt if you're going to return
No,
it.
I'm gonna return it.
Actually, the receipt
Yeah.
is for the 250,000 gold down payment on the
Oh.
setting for the ring. that the stone
Oh,
goes
shit.
in, that you have to pay the other half of in cash.
Are we allowed back at Cass?
Possibly not.
We'll find out.
Why wouldn't you be allowed on gas?
I can't remember the last time we were there, so we probably caused trouble.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
we
I'm
actually
sure we did
we
something.
we caused a bar brawl, but it wasn't anything like major. It was nothing.
I don't know.
big.
Bar brawls
That
happen all the
doesn't.
time on
That doesn't sound like us. That doesn't sound like us.
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure
no,
we killed
Chris-
someone.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
do you take the receipt, Kia?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you grab it.
Be
Do
very
you grab it?
careful if you touch that.
Yeah, do you grab it by the receipt, or do you grab it by like the actual stone part?
Well, I
That is
wrapped
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 around.
the stone.
Yeah,
in
well,
the-
even if
yeah.
you're wrapped around it though, like you would have to like carry it by the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean,
Mhm.
like a
A little
bag.
piece of paper blocks the
Yeah.
power of Infinity Stone.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Real impressive stone there.
Well,
Thanos
this is
didn't
actually
think about
terrifying.
that. He was like, he was too flashy, he wanted a gold fucking thing. He just needed some paper. Like, holy shit, like this. Okay, sorry.
A shiny ball of paper is what we're down here for?
Not exactly. How am I supposed to carry this?
In your pocket?
In a pouch or a pocket. The pockets work really well for carrying a lot of things.
I've got a lot of pockets.
Don't trust
Yeah,
him
but
with it.
you're new.
Good point.
Or Thrall. Don't give it to Thrall either. Or
That's fair.
I'll
That's fair.
definitely-
just
I'll definitely
you
want it.
keep it.
Okay.
The,
Yes.
the dwarven man just sort of mumbles to himself. It doesn't matter who has it. Anyway, Bryce, let's go. You said your goodbyes, correct?
I
Is there anything else you
Haven't
need?
yet.
Give them.
I left about 3 dozen unfinished complaint letters in my quarters. I expect you to read them, Thrall.
Actually, Bryce,
And Kia,
For you, I will.
I expect you to make sure he, follows the all 1,000 suggestions I put in the suggestion box. He doesn't know that there's a suggestion box, but I put it in the hallway outside of his quarters, and
Set
I've
up
been
a
filling it
hole
up
up there.
for the last few months of the journey.
oh my god.
Of course, I'll make sure he goes through every single one.
Thank you. And
But Bryce, well, this is so sudden. If we would like to, talk to you again, how would can we also get one of those? It seemed like very handy. Like we could have a Bryce button.
The dwarf looks at you and goes, "No."
I might. I mean, time is funny. I might be back at some point, maybe.
You will see Bryce again.
There you go.
The next time you see him, he will be very different. Now let's
Oh,
go.
are you psychic?
He can see through time. That's
That means he's gonna be
That's what I was
That's-
asking.
That's
that mean
technically
he's-
psychic. Yeah.
Does that mean he's gonna be a little less creepy next time?
I don't think that's part of Bryce's charm.
Just for that, it'll be more creepy. Okay, let's go. It's nearly time to feed Talk.
And with that, you watch as they step through a portal and disappear.
As like before, like Bryce leaves, he probably just pat him on the back. Just a pat.
Say that again?
I will pat him on the back.
Who?
Bryce.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do? Just
That.
like that? Okay.
Yeah. No magic.
Yeah, I mean, you pat him on the
Just
back.
strike him a little.
Touch of death.
And yeah, he disappears through a portal.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Well, shit.
Shall we get out of here then?
Hmm.
Uh,
Yes.
I mean, I think we need to tell Korg about this. He's still outside there.
You watch as the creatures all around sort of just begin It's almost as if they turn 2D and then disappear. Like they sort of unravel.
Mm.
And then you look at the woman, and the woman says, "Am I free?" And you watch as she also unravels.
Fuck. Shit. Time stop. Didn't work.
Is the
Hey.
area around us looking different?
It is beginning to deteriorate. Yes.
Oh, we should probably go.
Yeah.
We should probably go.
As
Off
you
the
watch,
edge.
as it's
And
almost
start
as
running.
if this world is painted. It's as if this world has been a facade the entire time. All of the beautiful snow and the cave features and everything is beginning to melt very slowly, as if paint is being removed with paint remover.
Did she just Infinity War herself? Like, ugh. Like
Yeah,
I don't feel
sort of.
like I don't feel so good.
Am I free? Yeah, I'll be right back, real quick.
We jump off the cliff, right? That was how we get out of here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just pick a random cliff and jump.
No, we know which cliff, and it feels like I don't want to be Infinity Ward.
Is there anyone
So-
else with us? Or it's just us three?
Gregor.
Gregory's with us. Make
Yeah.
sure we say that.
Gregory. I'll trip him. No, I'm just kidding. We would not survive here without him. He's been carrying this team.
wouldn't.
No. Well, shit. I thought there would be. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
They're
we
picking
start
a
running
random
towards the
cliff
cliff.
and jumping.
No.
No, we run back up the stairs or
you run
Or-
back up the stairs quickly.
Yeah.
whichever.
As
Yeah.
you are running, everything is melting off of the page. You begin to see white blots everywhere. And you run up and you see the bridge, basically, the sort of platform that you can jump off of, that she pointed up.
Eric leaps off.
Grab Gregory on the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you all jump.
Mm-hmm. And it
Wait,
seems
what did you
like
say, Kia? You doing what on the way up?
Grab Gregory on the way up.
He's doing
Oh, yeah.
Gregory on the way up.
Gregory
Yeah, very
is
efficient.
is just running as well with
No,
you
she
guys.
just wants to randomly grab him.
Oh, okay, got it. You grab him. He is grabbed. Anyway,
He's grabbed.
you jump off. As you all jump, you all feel this almost as if you're hitting a precipice, and you feel as if you go through water, or out of water, really, if anything. And you all basically. Have you ever played Super Mario 64?
Yes.
You get flown out of the.
You get flown
Painting,
out of the painting, and then you land on your buttocks.
That hurts.
Holy shit!
What the?
And as you do, you see that Korg and Dimble are staring at a very beleaguered woman who you saw before.
Priscilla.
Hello?
Alexa, office on.
Are you fine? Like you kind of just dissolved in front of us.
I believe I am, yes. I think I got out.
Congratulations. Told you that we would
Well,
get you
actually,
out.
see that she is a lot less tall now. She is actually about only like 6'4".
She's not a
Still
giant.
tall. Still
Yeah.
tall, but she's not 20 feet anymore, so.
Only twice as big as Frol now.
Yes.
Yep.
Has her appearance changed at all? Or is it just her size?
Just her size, yeah. Same as it was before.
Uh,
Priscilla, if you don't mind me asking, what are you? What race are you, or creature, or what are you?
I'm unsure. Like I said, all I was told was that I was a blight, that I wasn't supposed to be born.
Everyone's supposed to be born, otherwise they wouldn't be here. Do you have anywhere to go?
No, that was my home.
I look at Frau and I give him puppy dog eyes.
You just destroyed the woman's home.
Can we keep her?
The Rock of Brawl
Well-
will be great for you.
Yeah. Priscilla, just 1 second. Just Korg. I just wanted to tell you that Bryce is no longer with us.
Oh yeah, man?
Yeah.
Should we... Is that a good thing? Or is it a
Oh.
bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing.
So we shouldn't celebrate.
I mean,
Puppy dog.
he's with the Time Wizards now, and this is not a metaphor for death.
Is it? I was just gonna ask if that was a euphemism, man.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I just wanted you to know, and that I'm sure mutant me will be less likely now. All right, Priscilla. I remember you saying before we kind of destroyed the painting that if you were to ever get out, you want to see the world. We have a spaceship. I'm sure we can arrange that.
What is a spaceship?
Well,
Oh,
It's
it
a-
is great.
yeah, let's not spoil the surprise for her.
It's
It's
a big
basically-
surprise, and it's a wonderful place. And you could stay with us. It will be fantastic.
I would love to. What are you doing, Eric?
Eric, you see Eric, like, well, I don't know if you see him, but he's like kind of like quietly moving forward every few words or so, and eventually is like right at her, basically her feet, because like she's 6 feet tall, I'm like 2 feet tall or 1 foot
Looking
tall.
under her shirt.
Well,
No.
you're not 1 foot tall, but you're
I
probably
forget
like
how halfway.
you're probably like 2'8", maybe around there.
Okay. Yeah, and he's like holding up his hand. He says, "May I have your hand for a second, please?
In marriage,
I just
You're,
need to see
you're
something."
around 3'8". Yeah, around there.
he's already asking for her hand in marriage. For all, get in there before he does.
He's sort of like, she's sort of rather, Priscilla, sort of goes down onto her, like a crouching position, puts her hand out.
And Eric's gonna cast Identify real quick, just using a spell slot,
Okay.
Identify.
and gonna see what's up. See if there's anything magical affecting her, any spells or enchantments or anything.
Enchantment.
There does seem to be a spell on her. A
Love.
spell of gosh, what's that called?
Fuck, it must be a real powerful spell. Doc don't
Non-detection?
remember.
It's not non-detection. It's the opposite of non-detection. It makes her
Scrying?
easier to see. It makes her easier to see.
Locate
He's-
the spell? No.
Whatever spell it does, basically, you identify that there is a spell on her that makes her way easier to see. She fails automatically.
Someone's
This
putting
is
kind of a
basically she
scrying
can-
anchor on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can be automatically scryed, basically.
Yes.
Okay. And oh, that's interesting. No need to be
What do you
concerned.
see, Eric?
There's actually some magic affecting her. It makes it so people can, kind of peek in every once in a while to see what's up.
Can you get rid of it?
you can see
Oh,
Thrall's eyes just go big, like, oh, fucking wizards.
I have no. Oh, sorry, we're back. I have no idea.
I have just the thing. And he kind of opens his portable hole, and he has like a handful of like 6 necklaces of non-detection. I think
Priscilla, this is sort of like a rite of passage. The captain will give you a non-detection amulet.
Yes. You see, in this crew, we kind of have a love-hate relationships to wizards, but now that there are no wizards present, we kind of hate them on the low-key, and they are sneaky fuckers.
You forgot about Almar?
Well,
Almar's
he's
a
not.
wizard.
He's not present.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a full wizard, but I know magic, so.
It's fine. I mean, a little bit of magic, but scrying magic and
just
teleportation.
Sort of, like, coughs in the background. Like, I have a very good friend named Almar.
And
don't
a
get me
magical
wrong.
dragon.
Yeah, don't get me
My
wrong. Some of my
tickle
best friends are magic users.
I'm also loving the fact that now you don't have your Thurnos communication device and your non-detection, so that it'll make it harder for him to find you.
Yeah. And I give her a necklace of anti-scrying. Or a non-detection, it's called.
She takes it. Puts it on.
Let's put that on, and I'm just gonna guess that either those time wizards or whoever put you there put that thing on you. So that way they can't see you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, yeah, I know that we did say.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I am
Sorry,
agreeing with you.
Yeah, yeah. What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay,
first.
yeah,
Don't
okay,
worry.
yeah.
Wait,
So
no,
anyhow-
you should go first. No, go ahead. You go
Oh, okay,
first.
okay. So, I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I just got it. Okay,
I forgot
so
what I was gonna say.
I've now actually forgotten what I was going to say.
Dimple says,
Gregory.
now that Bryce is gone, are we still going after the stone? The Evercore?
Ah,
I mean, why were we going up?
see, like,
You guys want these stones, or?
I mean, they are
I looked at
worth.
Frol.
I mean, they're worth a shit ton of money, and they are potential. Like, apparently, there's a set of them, and if you have all of them, you become like crazy powerful, and we could do shit with that. I kind of like that.
Oh,
And-
but there are a lot of those items. There are the rods of wonder. There are the 7 thingies of the one god whose name I can't remember. The judgment god.
And this is just going to be one of the things that are. There are many things that you can collect of, like a collector's item.
But I mean, you could
Yeah.
use those items. It seems like you might die if you use these ones.
Well, I mean, I think Bryce had a plan for that, and I'm gonna guess that's the thing the paper slip that he gave Jamie, Kia.
Who's Jimmy?
I don't know.
The name's going around at the moment.
And considering how far we've gotten, it would be a shame if we were to turn around when we're this close to it.
Oh, I don't even think we can leave, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because our only... Wait, friend over there, elf friend, can you cast fly?
Shit. Don't have a magic caster anymore.
Well, we're fucked now, basically.
No, there's a elf wearing his robes right there. Look quite nice, actually.
Who are you talking about?
What?
Wait, Almar? Is it?
No, Almar.
Oh, he's
No,
not
Almar's
there.
not there.
He's on the ship.
Oh shit!
Like,
He's on the
what the
ship. That's
shit?
right.
I thought
Thinking
you
of
knew
Gregory.
something we didn't. Okay.
Yeah, we
So-
have no way out.
So basically, Priscilla, we actually came here for a thing, and even though we would like to get you somewhere, we would like to pick up the thing first before we get out of here.
Okay.
So it would be great if you could help us. Could you give us like a scale on 120 on how good you are at. I don't know if you have a lot of combat experience, but like, have you ever done things that are either lifting heavy stuff or punching stuff or magical stuff? Like, basically, are we gonna die? Or
I
you
can
gonna die?
cast at my ice magic.
Could you give us like kind of a demonstration so we know kind of what to expect if we were to run into bad guys?
Okay.
I look at Gregor and then, well,
Give me a second. She is going to.
Come on.
all right.
There we go.
Are you ready? Ready, Rich? I think you know magic, so could you just look and kind of give us a or I'll take your silence as a yes.
You watch as a huge globe of cold energy basically just comes out of her hand, and then she taps it, and you watch as it turns into a small globe the size of a sling stone, and she hands it to you and says, throw it.
He kind of does a a bit further away.
Throw it further away, like
Yeah.
at the nearby ledge. And you watch as it explodes in a 60-foot radius, dealing like
Shit.
a shit ton of what's the word? Damage to the ledge itself. And you watch as all of it is just frozen.
Fuck.
Like the area around it is just completely. It would basically be difficult terrain.
That's impressive. Rich, do you know like kind of what that was?
It was
Well, Arcana.
effectively an ice fireball. I mean, do you need more?
Oh, he knows fucking everything.
That is actually a specific spell that you know of, though you're not sure why it did a difficult terrain. But Autoluke's Freezing Sphere.
Mm. Neat.
Damn. Nice.
Did Bryce ever copy those scrolls?
I mean,
Yes.
if he did, he brought it with
He
him.
took him with him.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, yeah, he did. But Casey,
Yes.
if you look in the cargo sheet, could you remove anything that you at the bottom that you actually had in your bag?
I don't think I had much of the cargo in my bag.
No. I put like several things of the loot down there too.
Yeah, like the wands, the staves.
Stuff for striking. I know, for example, the Eyes of the Charming and Holy Avenger. That's in mine, for example, and some of these are in Korg's. But
I've got
Yes.
the Wand of Greater Wonder.
yeah. Just go ahead and edit it and remove it, just so we don't cheat.
I'm just looking, and I think I had already taken stuff out that was in my inventory.
Cool. So,
Yeah, I think I've already taken all my stuff out.
and this was the room that we're in right now that had the big key in it, right?
Yeah, with a
Yeah.
painting which is now a blank canvas.
If we look around, can we kind of okay? This is where we should go next, or is it like a dead end?
I think-
You have to go back where you came.
I think we got the key.
Yeah.
We're done here.
Okay.
Probably head back to the ledges. At least I would think.
Right, let's find a door to put this in.
Well, we want all 3, right?
Well, yeah, but we have one. This is second. Third. Like, we already gotten one key, then we used it to open the thing. And then this is the second key that we haven't found the door to.
Yeah, but we don't have the first key because it dissolved. So we only have 1 key right now.
You don't mean... okay, so it wasn't a real key, just key.
I think we just need 3 keys.
We should call it something else, like giant key. To be clear. I have a giant key.
How about you call it the boss key?
The boss key. Okay, yeah. We currently have 1 boss key. And does it look different than the key that opened the...
Looks exactly the same.
Okay, so we might just have wasted the key.
No, because it unlocked the area for here. I mean, this is
That's
a repeating cycle. Very clearly, it repeats in whatever you use it for. It resets, or maybe it's not. But
it unlocked the door to the armory. So basically, to explain, from what you guys have gotten, you have these keys that are scattered around. You do challenges for the keys, and you use them to either open up a special door or save them until the end door. And then once you get to
So
the gatekeeper,
there are more than 3 keys in total. You are either
Correct.
going to get 3 keys and go to the boss, or you're going to collect more than 3 keys to open up treasure rooms along the way.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Then let's go find
So do
more
you want to
keys.
get out of here faster, or do you want to get more loot?
I mean, we'll figure it out as we go along, I think.
I am curious though. Has anyone looked? Okay, so when you're in the circle pit and there's the various ledges, right? They're platformed in a way that you can effectively just jump to the next ledge. Is that how it
Correct.
works?
Yeah.
If you look at the bottom, is there also an entranceway of some kind? Like
If
the
you look-
bottom of that ledge?
it is bottomless.
I mean,
What
like,
do you mean?
so the bottom of, like, so you're on the platform, right? And if
Right.
you just flip over to the other side, is there an entrance on that side as well?
If you go down a layer to the next ledge below you, right?
Yeah.
There is another sort of hallway which leads to another door. Yes, every single ledge has a hallway which leads to a door.
Oh, right, but I'm asking, flip it upside down, basically reverse the gravity. Is there also
Oh,
Yeah.
doors on that
Yeah, like,
side?
yeah. Could we keep
no.
on flipping it? Okay.
Okay.
if you jump and then look up, you can see that it is just the ledges. No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure it wasn't like some sort of reverse gravity thing.
As far as you know, you've done this before. It's a never-ending pit. You basically just appear at the top if you go too far down. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay, so Eric, could you kind of show us the way, considering you've been doing this? I know that kind of messed up last time you did this, but now we have. Well, you have us.
I will say, Eric, your group didn't have Featherfall or anything. They literally just jumped onto a ledge, and they were fine. There
We
seems to
have.
be some sort of magical enchantment on the ledges themselves that protect you from fall damage.
Yeah, just follow me. And he like falls backwards off the edge. Like, what?
Ah, shit! We lost another one.
Like, I'll go ahead and circle once, and then land on a like one of the more bottom ledges. Like,
Okay.
let's say, what ledge are we on now? If you were to number it just at
Okay.
an arbitrary
If we
rate.
were to number it, so far you've seen about like 16. You're on about number 5.
Okay, let's go down to like 7.
Okay. So 2 more down.
Yeah.
I guess I jump after.
Come on, guys! Down
Okay.
here!
Fuck wizards!
You guys all jump. Quark jumps, Gregory jumps, Nimble jumps. Kia, are you jumping? Kia?
Jamie, that's you.
Jamie, wake up!
No, she's
Oh,
asleep.
no.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
No, I'm here.
You're under the covers. You can't do that. You might hyperventilate.
No, I'm here.
Why didn't you respond?
Because she was asleep.
Didn't I?
She sleep
Fuck's sake.
responded.
You gotta
Maybe
get
I
up.
passed out.
No, I mean, like, she's trying not to wake people up. Shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
okay.
one person. But the last thing I remember, I must have passed out. Like, this is going to sound really weird. Last thing I remember was Priscilla. Fuck.
Ice bombing.
Ice bombing. What?
She's
She
been out
wasn't
for
here,
a
she
while.
wasn't-
Okay,
She's been
okay.
up for a little while, yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Basically,
what time is it?
It's an
3:04.
hour into the game.
it's
Yeah.
4 a.m. We've been going at this for 8 hours now. We're running late.
We were
We're
questioning.
an hour in.
We were questioning why we should keep going. Finding the next few stones. That's the last thing I remember.
Okay. Well,
I swear I didn't fall asleep, though. I must have fallen asleep.
we answered that, and then we talked about how the puzzle works, and then we jumped off a ledge. So we're doing that now.
What ledge?
There's a big. Okay.
Remember the pit?
Yeah, the pit with a lot of
Falling,
ledges.
the ledges.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
never-ending pit.
right. Okay. So we're on to the next one.
Yes.
Well, 2 down. Go. I don't
2
know,
down.
arbitrary rate.
Okay.
So do you jump?
Hell yeah.
Follow the rest? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you all fall and land on the next ledge. As you impact, you feel as if you were supposed to feel the damage of jumping that high and falling down, but you don't. It's just sort of just a thud. It's almost as if you jumped up yourself. That's it. Almost surprises you because it is a very heavy thud, but it's not like it's not like you used feather fall or anything like that.
Mm.
Just a regular jump and fall.